Tracy. I'm a church warden at St John's Church in Balmain, which is just outside of Sydney. What a warden is a volunteer who looks after the day-to-day operations of a church. So I do have a real job as well as this. Always had a great tradition of being connected to the community. And we've always been there when the times have not been so great, as well as when the times have been great. And I think having that history, that connection for us became very important. You know, we were there during the First War, we were there during the Depression. We set up a comforts club. The priest at the time was the head of a recovery group as part of the Second War. So we wanted to keep that connection going. Came to lockdown, and what did it mean for us? We basically had about 3 days to figure out what was church going to be for us in the short term. Was it going to be just through a hard copy format, through emails, through online, through Facebook, through YouTube, through Instagram? Was it going to be live? Was it going to be pre-recorded? All of those decisions we had to come up with very, very quickly. 2 weeks after lockdown, we had Easter, which traditionally is 6 services over a weekend, which we had to improvise. We found our little makeshift tripod. We found the way to make it work. Interestingly, we also made the Sydney Morning Herald for our very makeshift approach to Easter, but we got through it, and it was great to still be able to keep some of those traditions going, which was fantastic. I think what was really important for us is we've always had a connection with the community, and it's how do we keep that connection going forward when everything is closed? How do we keep our connection and some kind of response or reaction going? So we did a couple of things. We rang the bell 3 times a day. Father Peter rang the bell at 8 o'clock, 12 o'clock and 5 o'clock. We managed to find a whole lot of seeds, or we received a fantastic donation of vegetable seeds, which we gave out to the community. It was probably a good few hundred seeds that we handed out. We kept our veggie patch going, which was fantastic. I think those of us that were close to St John's in a demographic sense all of a sudden became green thumbs, and we became obsessed with gardening. We created an Anzac Day app. So traditionally on Anzac Day we would do a walk around the area looking at some of the old homes of our diggers. We converted that to an app so people could do that virtually. And then on Mother's Day, we created a little cookbook of retro recipes from the parish, which we shared electronically and had a few copies outside as well. It was important for us to be visibly seen, to help everyone in the community as much as we possibly could. And we had a little washing basket out the front of the church, which was part of a donation that we went through for Anglicare, so asking people to donate goods. We currently are about 50 boxes and we're still counting, so it's been fantastic to see the generosity of the community that just dropped by things in the washing basket. It's really good to see. So now we're starting to think about the other side, I suppose, of restrictions and looking at things easing. So for us, the focus now is on the use of our hall, which is a beautiful old hall, and how we can actually allow that to happen with physical distancing and with sanitising and all of those requirements. So that's pretty much keeping us occupied at the moment, but we're really looking forward to getting our hall back in operation. It's such a vital part of our community around here. We have the remnants of a soup kitchen that was used during the Depression here in the property here underneath the hall, and you just think at the end of all this, when all of this comes out, when we see what economically comes out and how people are going with their employment and so on, you just wonder what is it that the new Balmain will be as part of the new normal. And we hope that we can be ready for that and to be able to support that in new and different ways.